If you recently lost a job you held for years, your first instinct may be to find the closest possible replacement. The same title, the same industry, the same responsibilities, and hopefully the same salary. That sounds logical, but it may be the exact strategy keeping you stuck. Because the job you lost was built in a different economy, for a different employer, at a different moment in your career. Your goal should not be to rebuild the past exactly as it was. Your goal should be to build the strongest next version of your career. For experienced professionals over 40, this shift can change everything. Welcome to Next Role Advisor, where we help experienced professionals turn what they have already accomplished into what comes next. After a layoff, most people immediately search for their previous job title. A sales director searches for sales director positions. An operations manager searches for operations manager positions. A project manager searches for more project management jobs. But job titles are changing faster than most people realize. Responsibilities that once belonged to one position are now being divided, combined, automated, outsourced, or renamed. The exact job you had may still exist, but there may be fewer openings and far more competition. Even worse, employers may see your previous title and make assumptions before they understand your actual value. They may assume you are too expensive. They may assume you are overqualified. They may assume you will leave when something better comes along, or they may assume your experience is tied to the way work used to be done. That does not mean your experience has lost its value. It means you must package that experience for the problems employers are facing now. Stop asking, how do I get my old job back? Start asking, what problems am I especially qualified to solve next? That is the difference between replacing your old job and building your next one. Your old job was a title given to you by one employer. Your next role should be built around the value you can deliver to many employers. Begin by separating your real capabilities from your former job description. Your title might have been regional sales manager, but your real capabilities may include rebuilding underperforming territories, coaching sales teams, protecting margins, negotiating large contracts, and retaining important customers. Your title might have been operations director, but your real capabilities may include reducing costs, improving delivery performance, resolving inventory problems, leading through disruption, and building reliable teams. Those capabilities can transfer into more roles than your old title suggests. They may fit a smaller company that needs an experienced leader. They may fit a growing company that needs structure. They may fit a consulting or contract assignment. They may fit a customer success, implementation, training, business development, or operational improvement position. Your next opportunity may be adjacent to your old career instead of identical to it. That is not necessarily a step backward. It may be the bridge to something better. The second step is to identify what you no longer want to carry forward. Losing a job is painful, but it can also reveal what was no longer working. Maybe you were tired of managing a large team. Maybe constant travel was wearing you down. Maybe you were trapped in an industry with shrinking margins and constant layoffs. Maybe you were earning good money, but had no control over your time. Do not automatically recreate the conditions that made you unhappy just because they feel familiar. Experience should give you more clarity, not simply more history. Decide what your next role must include. Decide what you are willing to compromise on temporarily, and decide what you do not want to repeat. The third step is to stop presenting yourself as someone who wants to preserve the past. Employers want to know that you can help them move forward. That means your resume, LinkedIn profile, and interviews must connect your experience to current business needs. Do not spend most of your time explaining everything you have done. Explain what you are prepared to do now. Instead of saying, I have 25 years of experience, explain what those 25 years allow you to solve faster. Instead of saying, I managed a team of 40 people, explain how you improved performance, reduced turnover, or developed future leaders. Instead of listing every system you have used, show that you can learn new tools without losing the judgment experience has given you. Employers are not buying the number of years behind you. They are buying the results those years can produce for them. The fourth step is to expand how you define a good opportunity. Your next career chapter may begin with a role that looks different from the final destination. It could be a contract assignment that gets you inside a growing company. It could be a smaller organization where your experience has a greater impact. It could be a lower title with better authority, flexibility, or earning potential. It could be a consulting project that becomes a permanent position. It could even be a combination of part-time work, advisory projects, and a small business of your own. Careers are becoming less like ladders and more like portfolios. The person who insists on one exact title may wait months for the perfect opening. The person who understands their transferable value can create several possible paths forward. This does not mean accepting anything that comes along. It means becoming more flexible about the form of the opportunity while staying clear about the value you provide. The fifth step is to build a new career story. Your story should not sound like, I lost my position and I am trying to get back to where I was. Your story should sound like, I have reached a point where I can take what I have learned and apply it to a new kind of challenge. That story communicates movement instead of loss. It shows employers that you are not trying to rewind your career. You are choosing how to use it next. Here is a simple way to begin building that story. Write down the 5 most valuable problems you have solved during your career. Next to each problem, write down the measurable result you created. Then identify the types of companies that are struggling with those same problems today. Those companies are your real job search market. Do not limit yourself to companies advertising your former title. Look for businesses experiencing the problems you already know how to solve. Then begin conversations with people inside those organizations. Ask what is changing. Ask where growth is creating pressure. Ask what problems are becoming harder to manage. And listen for places where your experience can become useful. This approach is different from submitting hundreds of applications and hoping an automated system recognizes your potential. You are identifying a business need and connecting your experience directly to it. That is how experienced professionals compete without pretending to be younger, cheaper, or less accomplished. You do not need to erase your past. You need to translate it. You do not need to become an entirely different person. You need to become more precise about where your experience matters. And you do not need your next job to look exactly like your last one. You need it to move you toward the life and career you want next. Your previous job was one chapter. It was not the entire story. So stop trying to replace what you lost. Piece by piece. Take the strongest parts of your experience, leave behind what no longer serves you, and build something designed for where the world is going. Your next role may not have the same title. It may not come through the same process, and it may not look like the career plan you created 10 years ago, but it may fit the person you are today far better than the job you left behind. If you are over 40 and navigating a layoff, career change, or uncertain job market, subscribe to Next Role Advisor. This channel is about helping experienced professionals turn disruption into a practical next move. Your old job is over, but your best work may still be ahead of you.